What is going on, everybody? It is your girl Marquita. I'm with Team TRM and I'm coming at you with another Novatech FX video. So today we're going to be talking about COINPAYMENTS, and I've been getting a lot of questions about the emails that COINPAYMENTS send. Some people are a little bit confused, so I do want to cover up or clear up any confusion that I can. So did you receive an email from COINPAYMENTS.com after making a payment? Are you wondering exactly what that email means and why you received it? Then this video is for you. So what is COINPAYMENTS exactly? COINPAYMENTS is a third-party service that allows merchants to complete, process, and accept cryptocurrencies on their website. COINPAYMENTS collects the payment, they handle the customer support for those payments, and then they send the final payment to the merchant for a set fee. COINPAYMENTS can be compared to places like PayPal, Square, and other payment gateways that we may be used to in the traditional fiat currency world. Once you begin the transaction with COINPAYMENTS, they see the process through until completion. So here's what that process looks like inside of Novatech FX. So you go in, you decide to make a deposit, and you create a PAM order on the Novatech FX website. Novatech FX then sends you to the COINPAYMENTS website in order to complete that payment. Now, once you leave the Novatech FX website, Novatech FX can no longer see what's happening on the COINPAYMENTS side, and this is where COINPAYMENTS picks up and takes over all of the support from here on out. COINPAYMENTS is tasked with matching what you send in for your Novatech FX PAM order with what was actually requested. Now, if you complete everything as requested and the order matches, it actually sends the funds over to Novatech FX at that time, and they no longer have a hand in what's happening. Now, if the order is incorrect in any way, COINPAYMENTS tries to resolve that with you by sending you an email. Now, the email that you receive depends on what the issue may be. If you turn around and you complete the transaction and you correct what's wrong, they will then send the payment over to Novatech FX as normal. If you somehow never complete the transaction, or the transaction is completed incorrectly and it finalizes that way, COINPAYMENTS then handles the customer support and they deal with you directly in order to get that issue resolved. So COINPAYMENTS does send a number of emails to let you know the status of your payment. We are going to check out those emails. The first email that you may receive is a COINPAYMENTS email that says your payment has been submitted. This is just like a simple thank you. So it'll say thank you for using COINPAYMENTS.net. It says to complete your checkout with Novatech FX, send the allotted amount of crypto to this specific wallet within 25 hours, and make sure you leave enough time to get 2 confirms before the time limit. So Novatech FX allows every transaction 25 hours in order to complete, which is more than enough time. I've seen a lot of companies that only allow 30 minutes to an hour for the transaction to complete. So this just tells you, hey, make sure you do not wait until the last minute in order to send your crypto in, because it needs to receive 2 confirmations before it's considered completed. And sometimes with some of the more congested networks like Bitcoin or Ethereum, that transaction can take quite some time to complete. The next area says some of the QT-based wallets only allow you to enter 6 digits past the decimal point, and if that happens, you need to round up to the next decimal point or the 6th decimal place. So here in this example, we see 6 here. It just means, hey, you want to round up if you can't enter all of the zeros. In this case, there is no number beyond this, so we could just enter 0.005510 and it will be fine. The next area just says, hey, you can create a COINPAYMENTS account if you wanted to. It's not really necessary. The next one says you can send feedback within 30 days if you need to, and check the status of your payment. And the last one says, if you were logged into your account, if you have one, you can also view the status at this location. This is very important in the email. You'll see your payment reference ID number. You may want to take notice of that. It's also on the transaction page for COINPAYMENTS when you're checking out as well. So here is what the COINPAYMENTS transaction screen looks like. This is just an example, so none of these numbers are real, but you'll see the address that you need to send to. This is the address that you're going to copy into your wallet of choice in order to send the crypto over to Novatech FX. You'll see the time left. This is where you will see the 25 hours or whatever time remaining that you have left to send the crypto. And then the amount remaining is also on the left side here. So you'll see the amount that you need to send in order to complete the payment. This does update, so you want to pay close attention. And the example that we'll give a little bit later, this may update to a lower amount, which could mean that you have not sent enough crypto and you still have a remaining balance in order to complete the payment. And here is your payment ID. It's the same payment ID that would be inside of the email. You just want to take note of that because this is how you will identify your payment within the within the COINPAYMENTS.com system, so they know exactly what order you are speaking of. The next email is a payment funds received email. So if you've gone through the payment gateway for COINPAYMENTS.com and you've done all of the requirements, meaning you've sent exactly what they've asked for, you will actually receive this email. It lets you know, hey, your payment is complete and here is your transaction ID. Again, that will actually match what you see on the payment page and what you received in your first email. Okay, so in this email here. Now, once this payment has been completed, it still gives you the chance to leave your feedback for the seller within the next 30 days. It also tells you you can see it if you were logged into your account. But the important part here in this payment funds received email lets you know that, hey, your transaction is completed with us and now it's back on the merchant side, which is Novatech FX in this example. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns about your payment, since we've done our job, you have to deal with the merchant or Novatech FX in this example directly. The next email here is one that sends people into a state of confusion. So this is telling you that they have received a partial payment, meaning there was something incorrect when you sent the payment over. There wasn't enough. So this lets you know that they've only received whatever the specific amount of crypto is of the total amount that was required for your transaction ID. And that tells you that you need to send the remaining amount of your crypto to this address. So it says, hey, maybe you didn't round up. It says, hey, maybe you didn't send enough, but we haven't received the full amount. Now, this can happen for not only not rounding up to the 6th digit, but it can also happen if your crypto wallet is charging you fees. So a lot of people don't understand that your crypto wallet may have a fee for you to send. So if you are attempting to send, let's say $550 and you only have $550 in your crypto wallet, what your wallet will tend to do is deduct their fee from the amount that you're sending. So as you can see here is the Bitcoin network fee. You see that they are deducting this amount. In this example, it's $8.55, but it could be higher or lower depending on your wallet. So you want to pay attention to the amount that you are actually sending. In this example, you want to pay attention that the amount that you're sending is equivalent after the fee to the amount that COINPAYMENTS is requesting. If it doesn't, you may find yourself short. So you may need to purchase more crypto before that time runs out, so you're able to send to the address that they provide to you in the email. Now, they do give you the address that you need to send to, as well as the remaining amount that you need to send before that timer actually hits 0. Now, if the timer hits 0, what will happen is you will receive a notice stating that, hey, you can collect the refund, which is basically going to be here. You'll be able to collect that refund, which will go over, but you want to make sure that you complete it within the 25 hours so you don't have to go through the refund process. The very last email is a refund email. Now, this can be sent out to you for one of two reasons. Number one is you never completed the transaction before the allotted period of time in your partial payment, or you've actually sent too much crypto, meaning you've sent over the requested amount. COINPAYMENTS does not hold that money. They will actually send you an email to let you know, hey, we sent the money over to NovatechFX.com, but you actually sent more than you needed to, and you can claim a refund, which is nice, right? So it'll tell you, hey, you have a refund of XYZ amount of the crypto available for your transaction ID, which was that transaction we seen here. And it tells you exactly what it says. It's usually due to not sending enough or waiting too long to send it, or in that case, you sent more as well. So if you'd like to send or claim your refund, click here. And so they have a link, and it tells you that your refund is only going to be available for 90 more days, so don't wait around. So you want to check that email and claim your refund if you need to. So they send you to this link. This is where you would enter that transaction ID and look up payment, and you will actually follow the process in order to complete your refund. So it's very, very important to make sure that you are paying attention to what is happening when you are processing your payment. One thing that I have noticed is it doesn't usually take longer than 20 minutes to 30 minutes in order to complete a order and to get the confirmations that you need. You need 2 confirmations in order to have COINPAYMENTS recognize that you've submitted the proper payment. So if you are noticing that you only have 20 hours left, it's been 5 hours since you sent your payment, you may want to check your email to see if you received a partial payment received email, because it shouldn't take that long. You may also want to check the amount remaining to see if that has updated from the time you initially put in the order, because again, this will reflect the new balance if they received a partial payment from you. And it could be that you were intending to send $520 and they received $516 because of the network fee. But I wanted to make this video, hopefully that clears up at least some confusion on exactly what your COINPAYMENTS email may mean. If you've gotten this payment received, you are all good to go. If you've gotten the partial payment received or the refund notification, you have some work to do on your side. And unfortunately, in these 2 instances here, it's a COINPAYMENTS issue. Novatech does not have a hand in being able to help you resolve it, because again, once you left that Novatech FX site and you went to the COINPAYMENTS site, they cannot see what you're doing. They're 2 different systems. All right. But again, your payment should be completed. And at that point, COINPAYMENTS cannot handle it. It would be on the Novatech side, because now your funds have been received by Novatech. So hopefully that answers some questions that you have that you had. If you have any questions that I didn't satisfy in this video, feel free to leave them below or shoot me an email. My contact information is always below. And please, if you found some value in this video, be sure to give me a like, be sure to leave me a comment, because every like and comment that I get on a particular video allows me to understand that I should be recording more of that type of content for you. But again, it's been an absolute pleasure. My name is Marquita. I'm with Team TRM. And as I always say, I'll see you at the top or not. You decide. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.